What a bloody fight that was. Just in the highlight, Gaethje defeats Paddy Pimblett via unanimous decision. Wow. Um, I'm very happy that Justin Gaethje won. Followed him for a very long time. The most entertaining fighter in the lightweight division, in my opinion. And wow, what a fight! What a fight! He's never in a bad fight. And yeah, to be fair, he basically beat down Paddy Pimblett with some really bloody wild pressure. Was beating him down with some wild shots, was always in his face no matter what. Feel like he broke his right hand in that fight as well. He was landing bombs on Paddy Pimblett. And, fair play to Paddy because he actually doesn't get knocked out, does he? He took some huge shots, like all bloody night. The overhands that Justin Gaethje was constantly catching him with were absolutely brutal. And Gaethje's one of the biggest hitters in the bloody lightweight division, possibly other than Ilya, the biggest puncher. And Paddy Pimblett just ate those bloody shots. His face was an absolute mess, a bloody murder scene at the end, honestly. But he stayed on his feet. Yeah, he got dropped twice, but he was on his feet at the end. He was still bloody fighting, and I thought did well because let's be real, it it was a massive step up for him, and let's be real, he shouldn't have had the opportunity that he got, but I'm glad he got the opportunity because he's done great for MMA over here in the UK. I think it's again the UK needs more, needs more MMA fighters in the UFC. Paddy Pimblett's definitely the biggest star, like him or hate him. So it was good for him to get his name out there even more, and very good for the UK that he did. But yeah, he shouldn't have got the opportunity, but I'm glad he did, and he put on a very entertaining fight there with Justin Gaethje. But yeah, I think let's be real here again, beat Chandler in his last one, Paddy Pimblett, and again going from Chandler to Gaethje right now, especially as well, massive step, massive, massive, massive step. Before that, he fought, I believe he fought Bobby Green, and again, massive, massive steps up to Justin Gaethje. And look, thing is, I feel the first two rounds, Justin Gaethje was able to put that pressure on Paddy Pimblett, very wild pressure, very wild shots, and I think loads of people were expecting Paddy Pimblett to shoot from the off, but when you've got that wild pressure from Justin Gaethje, it's too difficult to do that. It's too difficult to do that. Gaethje was really well with what he was doing, and again, Pimblett was tagging him here and there, but once Gaethje dropped Pimblett in that first round, he was in control. Definitely took that first round. Then again, we go into the second round, same thing's happening. Gaethje's just going in there again. I believe he dropped him again in that second round, and was just bloody in his face the whole time, not leaving Pimblett alone whatsoever. Then in the third round, I thought honestly Gaethje was going to finish him. Then Pimblett looked absolutely screwed at the end of that second round. Absolutely screwed. He looked absolutely finished. But Pimblett, in my opinion, took the third round. I was surprised he didn't shoot then though, because the pressure was less from Gaethje, and it seemed like Gaethje took the round off. I feel like he was really adjusting that right hand of his. I do think he probably did break it, but again, Pimblett was controlling that round on the feet and was tagging Gaethje when he was coming in because again, Gaethje wasn't in his face and Pimblett was able to dictate at range. But I'm surprised again he didn't shoot, but again though he he was knackered. He was hurt in that third round, and I feel like he clearly just wanted to cruise by. Then in the fourth round, Gaethje put on a bit more of a beat down onto Paddy Pim that was getting to him with some nice wild pressure, shall we say? And again, was landing some big, big, big overhands, big shots. Spamming the same shots, and it was ridiculously effective. And Paddy Pimlet's chin was fully tested tonight, and again, passed the test with bloody flying colours. Let's be honest, he certainly did that. Passed that test with flying colours at Chinjack. Fifth round I thought was very close, but again, Gaethje with that. Again, I thought Gaethje probably landed the more effective shots. I feel like something that needs to be said though is, I think what Pimblett did do well in that fight is the low kicks. I feel like he was able to use the low kicks a lot against Justin Gaethje in that fight, and I feel like they got to him in the third round, and they got to him a bit in the fifth round as well. Those low kicks from Paddy Pimblett I thought were very good. Again, Gaethje was using them a lot, but the leg kicks from Paddy Pimblett were very, very, very effective. And Gaethje, he was getting a bit of reaction out of Gaethje here and there with them, to be honest. He really, really was. So I thought that I thought that started to make things interesting as Pimblett, especially like, last 2 minutes of that fifth round, if you think about it as well, was getting to Gaethje. I feel like got a few reactions out of it. So I thought the fifth round was very close. I think 3-2 probably with how competitive it seemed to Gaethje is definitely a fair scorecard, but no matter how you have it, you can't possibly have it to Paddy the Baddy though. You can't. No matter how you have it, it's 3-2 to Justin Gaethje, and you can't have it. You can't give more than 2 rounds to Pimblett. It's not physically possible for that to happen. But yeah, very entertaining fight. Massive respect to both guys because that was an absolutely bloody entertaining war. Honestly, fantastic. Already a fight of the year contender, and it's only the first event of the year. Only the first event of the year. And yeah, we got UFC 325 next weekend. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Gaethje versus Ilya. That's gonna be the one that happens next. Ilya will knock him out. I'll be fully behind Gaethje, of course, but Ilya's gonna knock him out. Ilya's got timings, his accuracy, his technique's just way too good, honestly. And he's definitely got a better ground game than what Paddy has as well. And if Ilya does want to shoot, he will shoot. Um, Again, I think people would say, "Oh yeah, we need to see Ilya versus Paddy to see if Ilya can actually knock him out." But let's be real, he would. Ilya would knock Paddy out. He's got a much better technique than Gaethje. He's got much better accuracy than Gaethje, and I think hits slightly harder than what Justin Gaethje does. And I think the timing he will catch Paddy Pimblett coming in if he does get him, and I feel like he will be able to step back and catch Justin Gaethje coming in at a point as well. I feel like Illy will probably finish Gaethje first or second round, but again, it'll be an entertaining fight however long it lasts because Justin Gaethje just can't have a bad fight whatsoever. That is why, in my opinion, he's the most entertaining fighter in the division. Very glad he got the win today. Very glad. Two-time interim champion. There we go.